everybody. So today I'm doing one of my end of the year lists, and these are going to keep coming, and I'm really excited about it. And so today I'm talking about movies that I saw more than once in the theater. And a lot of these are ones that I went to a screening and then went to the regular show or whatever. And so let's talk about it. And these aren't in any kind of like order of ascending value, but we're just going to happen to start with the most recent one that I saw twice, and that's The Greatest Showman. And I knew when I saw it that it would be, not everybody would like it because the songs were very poppy and kind of in the feel of like High School Musical or that kind of thing. And I know it's just not everybody's going to like that. I really liked it, and I liked that it was really family friendly and had really good message, and so I enjoyed it. And I saw it again a couple of days ago, and yeah, it has some problems with character development and pacing and some other things, but I still enjoyed it very much, and I think it's a fun, old-fashioned musical. Next one I'm going to talk about is Moonlight. I just saw Moonlight twice in the theater. I saw it once at the very beginning of January, and then I saw it in the Academy Award week of movies that I went to. You'll see that come up a couple times that they do here at the Cinemark, is you can get a pass, and for like $30 you can see 9 movies, which is really cool. Or however many are nominated for Best Picture. And Moonlight is just a beautiful film. I think it is really, it's a movie that anybody can relate to wherever you are in your life. And I relate more to the second part of the movie because of my experience being bullied. And so his experience, like just, I don't know, kind of losing it. Like I definitely related to that a lot. And just the devastation of the betrayal of this friend of his. It was very devastating. And I love all the performances. And I just think it's a movie you can watch over and over again and get new things out of it every time. Next, I have Justice League. I actually saw Justice League twice because I knew I was going to be podcasting about it. And I was planning on seeing Goodbye Christopher Robin, but I got to the Megaplex here and they were like, oh, sorry, that's a private screening. I'm like, why do you have that on your thing then? Like nobody can go to it. And then I said, well, I'll go see Wonderstruck. And they were like, oh, sorry, that's a private event. I'm like, oh. So I ended up going to see Justice League again. And this is the screening that was very hostile against the movie. Everybody had kind of, I don't know, it was just, people were booing, people were upset. One guy stormed out. It was just like nothing I've ever seen before at a theater. And so, I don't know, that was very, very surreal. I saw Thor Ragnarok twice, again, because I knew I was going to be podcasting about it with Trevor. And I just kind of wanted to have my, I don't know, information, have it be fresh on my mind and kind of know what I was talking about a little bit. And I just think this movie is so much fun, such a good time at the movies that I'm really glad that I got to see it. So see it twice. So Thor Ragnarok, so much fun. Next one that I saw twice is 47 Meters Down. I saw it once and had a huge smile on my face. I just thought this movie was super fun. I really like the idea of a shark movie underwater. You know, so you actually get to see all the sharks instead of just the thing. And I know it's dopey, but I thought it was really fun. And so I went and saw it, and then I took my friend Phaedra and had fun again. And she liked it too. So there you go. I saw Hidden Figures twice. Again, kind of the same thing. I saw it at the beginning of the January, and then I saw it at the Academy Award block. And I really like this movie. It's really just like a comforting, fun, makes you feel good, true story kind of movie. And I think we could use as many of those as we could get. I want to be inspired when I go to the theater. So I saw Cars 3 twice, again, also for podcasting. I mean, I enjoyed the film. I really did. But I knew I was going to be podcasting about it and just kind of wanted to know my stuff. And went and saw it again, and it really entertained me. And I think it does have slow patches that are a problem, and it's still Cars movie, which is kind of a weird universe. But I really liked the message, and I really liked Cruise's character. And so I was glad to see it the second time. 2017 Beauty and the Beast twice. I saw it once just to see it and give my initial response. And then I did my video on the nitpicking, and I literally had a pen and paper and was just writing down everything. And so I ended up talking for 50 minutes about just nitpicking stuff that drove me crazy. But I wanted to make sure I knew my stuff. And so that's why I had to see it a second time to write down all my notes. So things I do for you people. Okay. Then I saw Manchester by the Sea, another one that I saw first time, early January, second time, Academy Awards week. And this movie is just devastating. And I think it is such an interesting movie about the way men, or at least a certain kind of man, grieve and the way that they manage emotions. And I love Lucas Hedges in this movie, and particularly when there's a scene when he just has this panic attack. I think it is so good. I can't believe I saw it twice because it's such a brutal movie, but there you go, I did. Another one I can't believe I saw twice. I've actually technically kind of seen Fences 3 times because I saw the play and then I saw the movie twice, which is kind of seeing the play 3 times because there is almost no difference between the play. Because my original plan, the reason why I saw it, my original plan was to do like a compare contrast, like what they left out from the play in the movie, and stage to screen adaptation, but I really couldn't because it was like everything's there. It's almost exactly the same as the play. I saw Spider-Man Homecoming twice, again, to help prepare for the podcast with Trevor, because he's a comic book expert. I need to know what I'm talking about here. And I really love those podcasts. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to them, I think you really like them if you've seen the movies. And we talked all about it. And I really enjoyed Spider-Man Homecoming. It was solid. I didn't think it was the best Spider-Man movie ever. One I saw twice is Smurfs The Lost Village. I saw it once in like an early screening kind of situation. And then I wanted to make sure that I really did like it. And so I saw it a second time and I really did like it. And I also did a podcast on that with my friend Mike. And so, yeah, I wanted to have my notes and stuff put together. So I saw Smurfs Lost. Okay, next movie that I saw twice is Power Rangers. I saw it once just to see it, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid movie. I think it kind of loses its way once they actually become Power Rangers. I like the more dynamic of the teenagers sitting and talking and learning. And I thought that it was actually pretty well written, and it was way better than I expected it to be, that's for sure. But then I saw it a second time with my niece because she really wanted to see it, and I was visiting them, and so I saw it a second time. Okay, Lego Batman movie I saw twice. I saw it once just to see it, and the second time I saw it was because it was just so funny, and I think did I take my brother? I can't remember. I think I went with somebody the second time. But there you go, Lego Batman movie I saw twice. It's a lot of fun. Next, Captain Underpants, the first epic movie I saw twice. Once just to see it, and second time to see it again because I liked it so much. And I saw War for the Planet of the Apes twice. I saw it once because I loved Dawn, so of course I'm going to see it. And I actually saw it in a marathon. And I was so like emotionally drained by the end of that marathon of all the apes, of the 3 Apes movies, and then I heard some people just like hated it. My friend Conrado hated it. So I'm like, I better go see it again to make sure how I feel about it, that I wasn't just sort of part of this experience. And I went and saw it and I liked it. It is a brutal sit, and it's a hard movie to watch in a lot of ways, but I did find it to be a moving Exodus story. And so, yeah, I liked it. What are you going to do? Next is The Red Turtle. I saw twice. I saw it once in January, I think. It's just a beautiful, stunning movie that I loved. It was on my top 10 last year. And then I saw it at a special event at the library theater that they have here. And Utah Film Center has these free screenings that are amazing, and they had The Red Turtle, and I saw it, and I was just still blown away. I love The Red Turtle. The music is amazing. Next is a movie that I actually saw 4 times. I saw Step 4 times. This documentary that I really loved, really bonded with. I thought it was such a beautiful story about these girls, these people really fighting for them, fighting to get them into college, and I don't know, it was just so life-affirming to know that like people are like that, and people are fighting for these teens, and I don't know, I loved it. I thought it was amazing, and I saw it at Sundance, and it just made me so happy. I actually saw it my birthday at Sundance, and it just made all Sundance worth it. because it made me so happy. And then I saw it again in April at Utah Film Center. They had a screening, and they had Coach G and one of the moms there, and I got to meet them, and they were so cool, and I just love that movie so much. And then I saw it at an early press screening thing with my friend Fader. We went and saw it. And so then finally I went a fourth time so that I actually paid them for their movie. One is also one I saw 4 times, and that is Wonder Woman. And this movie, every single time I've seen it, I get very emotional. I can't think of when I've had such an emotional response to a movie. And you can say that it has problems, and I would agree with you that it has problems, but I didn't care because I'm so emotionally invested in the character that it doesn't matter to me. Like those kinds of the CGI and stuff like that, I don't care. What I responded to was basically like a godlike character that is coming to terms with the frailty of human nature and the weakness of man. And there's a scripture that is part of our faith that it actually has God crying that the wickedness of the people and how we hurt each other and how unkind we are. And that's kind of what I felt like was happening with Wonder Woman, that it was almost like God crying. And I just loved it. I thought it was so great. I love No Man's Land so much. I love Chris Pine and Gal Gadot together. I thought they had such great chemistry. My last one is a movie that I saw 5 times, and I kept taking friends. That's why I just kept seeing it over and over and over again, because I wanted everybody to know about this movie and I wanted everybody to see it. And that's Your Name. And Your Name is such an amazing anime film. It's so funny. It's so beautiful. It's so moving. I cry. I laugh. It does everything for you. I think it's a movie that has huge layers. It has you can keep thinking about it, the way that we're bonded to people, and when we have that human connection with another person, and how once we have that, we will do anything for them, and it'll just keep. And I love the way, just with Taki, it just keeps eating away at him. He knows there's this thing that he has to do and this person that he has to find, but he doesn't know her name. And I just, so great and so beautiful, and I love it. And it's still my favorite movie I've seen in the last 2 years for sure. And that's like over 300 movies that I've seen. So that's saying something. And I just love it. I love the animation. I love the music. I love Your Name so much. I wish I could see it again in the theater. And so I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. You definitely should get it. I wish they had it streamable. That's kind of weird. But anyway, Your Name, I saw 5 times, and everybody that I took to see it loved it. And so there you go. Even my nieces, I took all of my nieces, they all loved it. So Your Name is just amazing. And I should say, so with Wonder Woman, it was kind of the same thing. I kept taking my friends. I took my mom, I took my niece, and they all loved it. It was just such a wonderful experience. So there you go. What movies you saw more than once, and what did you think of them, and did you see any of these? What did you think of these movies? And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.